The earliest historical recordings of dance go back to about 8000 BCE. It was portrayed in ancient paintings and carvings. After that, dance was purely intended for social activity or was theatrically performed. The early 20th century was when we first saw competition dance and when it turned into a genuine sport. The early competition dances were mostly ballroom-style dancing, and soon other styles emerged like contemporary, jazz, modern, lyrical, and more. Today, there are hundreds of independent competition companies that tour the country conducting regional and national dance competitions for children and teens. At each regional competition, there may be hundreds of dancers performing solos, duets, trios, small groups, large groups, in many dance styles and forms. While many pop culture observers assume the upsurge in competitive dance programs on commercial television is the result of the current reality TV trend, televised dance competition shows have a long history in the United States, dating back nearly to the birth of the television age. The first dance program that waltzed into the airways was in 1950. The famous ballroom dancer and instructor Arthur Murray and his wife Catherine were the hosts of the Arthur Murray Party. The viewer who correctly identified the dance performed by the couple each week would win a free lesson at a nearby studio. 2 years later, American Bandstand made its debut with host Dick Clark. Kids from all over the nation tuned in for almost 40 years to see the newest dance, the latest trends, and the regular couples on the show. Then, in 1971, Soul Train offered a fresh take on the dance show concept in a funky manner. It was so popular that it ran for 35 years. Many different dance shows followed, and then in the early 2000s, we saw the emergence of the popular modern-day dance competition shows. In 2005, the wildly popular So You Think You Can Dance and Dancing with the Stars premiered. Dancing with the Stars was about celebrities who competed with professional dancers against each other for the Mirrorball trophy and a large amount of cash. While So You Think You Can Dance was a competition like American Idol for dancers where they traveled the country and dancers auditioned. The show displayed the raw emotions dancers feel before and after competing for a prestigious title and a lump of cash. Viewers also saw a whole new side to the dance world. Many dancers who competed on the show kick-started some impressive careers. More dance shows graced our TV screens throughout the years, but nothing would have prepared us for the storm that is Dance Moms. As if dancers weren't already pressured enough to be perfect dancers with the right body shape and perfect technique, Abby Lee Miller stepped onto the scene and ruined the childhood of several young girls and instilled horrible values in millions of young girls around the country. Dance Moms premiered on Lifetime in 2011, a reality show based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Abby Lee Dance Company. The show followed the lives of Abby Lee, the young dance students on her junior elite competition team, and their moms. Dance Moms uniquely showed the interesting dynamic that the moms and Abby shared during the students' intense training for their weekly competitions, season after season. Abby regularly belittled her students, who were usually elementary and middle school aged, criticizing their bodies, their intelligence, and always playing favorites. She screamed and yelled in their faces and even got into physical altercations with their moms sometimes.
No, did you just sit here and say that my daughter looks miserable, so maybe we should put Kalani in her place?
No, I never said that.
Yes, you most certainly did.
No, I didn't, dingbat. Listen, I said, Brooke, is your mother
Get
speaking
your
for
finger
you? Do you
out
want to
of
be
my face. Girls out the room.
Yeah, you
Girls
would eat
out
me,
the room.
Can you put her picture back up? She deserves to be on the pyramid. She was in the group dance.
She deserves nothing. Don't have an attitude that you are entitled in this world. You are not. You deserve nothing else. You earn it. You can't stand here and cry. I want no crying children. None.
Well, if you yell at me, I'm gonna cry.
Get out. Go.
She had a pyramid that she did before class that ranked the girls on a weekly basis. The girls who were at the bottom were put down, and the ones that were at the top were usually praised. The most successful dancer to come out of Dance Moms is Maddie Ziegler. She was undeniably Abby's favorite and was always pressured to be the best. Since they were young girls, her and another star on the show, Chloe, were constantly pitted against each other. They were the top two dancers on the team and usually went first and second in competitions. Abby's treatment of Maddie and Chloe couldn't have been more opposite. Abby treated Maddie with love and respect, even saying she considered her a daughter, while she always put Chloe down and fought with her mom regularly, and even made fun of a medical condition that she was suffering from.
Nice job, Chloe. Huh? Nice
Let's
job.
go. We're leaving.
leaving. You want Chloe gone? We're gone. You get your way. You can have whoever you...
Balls all over the place with the turns. You, girl in the front, move over to the right. You shouldn't be center. Move.
Abby won't refer to Chloe by her name. She keeps calling her that girl or her or she. I mean, like, how belittling can you get to not even say someone's name?
I want to teach Chloe. You can't take anything for granted.
Example of Abby's blatant disregard for anyone who's not Maddie.
So, you have sabotaged my daughter and the rest of the kids.
Daughter's a little snake.
How dare you call my daughter a sneak?
Snake.
She's not a sneak. You're a sneak and a snake. You do these things to these.
The way Chloe was treated got so bad that she and her mother left after 4 seasons. Maddie continued dancing on the show with her little sister, and she soon found stardom when she starred in a Sia music video that went viral and essentially kick-started her career. Maddie, her sister Mackenzie, and their mom eventually left the show after 6 seasons. Maddie continued her career as a dancer and an actress, starring in several movies. Dance Moms ended in 2017 with many of the original cast members before being rebooted the next year with a new cast. The show officially ended after 1 season with the new cast. Since Dance Moms ended, many of the dancers who appeared on the show for various amounts of time have spoken out about their experience working with Abby Lee. In 2020, racist allegations against Abby surfaced in the light of the George Floyd murder. 2 girls spoke out against the racist treatment they received during their time on the show. Cameron Smith, who appeared on season 8 of the show, detailed some of the things Abby said to her. A statement from her that sticks in my mind to this day during my time on Dance Moms season 8 is, "I knew you grew up in the hood with only a box of 8 crayons, but I grew up in the country club with a box of 64. Don't be stupid," Smith wrote. "This to me shows that you think you are better than me and in a higher rank and all superior to me. This to me shows you don't give a F about me or where I came from." And Cameron's mother spoke about how her daughter was treated as a token on the show and that they needed a, quote, sprinkle of color. Chloe has been outspoken about the treatment she received on Dance Moms and the lasting effects that it has had on her life. Many of the original moms from the show even have podcasts where they talk about their time on the show as well. JoJo Siwa, another successful figure to come from the show, has kind of spoken about her time on Dance Moms. She was often treated poorly by Abby, and she reacts to old clips of the show on her TikTok.
Reasons she should not be part of the Abby Dance Company.
The first reason is sometimes she's very loud. Sometimes she's off in the group dances, and sometimes she's a little too crazy.
Some timing issues. Sometimes a little too loud, but you take opportunities from people who have been here longer.
Lip sync when you're on stage.
You respect us.
You're lucky to even be a guest here at the AF.
Most of the other girls cut Abby off completely, and some don't even acknowledge their time on the show at all. Only recently did Maddie break her silence on her thoughts about being on the show and the effects it had on her mental health and being in a toxic environment as a young girl.
It's helped me, with so many opportunities.
Grateful for Dance Moms, but Maddie Ziegler is okay with leaving one part in the past. Her former dance coach, Abby Lee Miller.
They distance themselves. All of them. All the kids, all the moms. Act as if I had nothing to do with the show, nor my studio.
Maddie's Cosmopolitan's latest cover star, and she opens up to the mag about her current relationship with Abby, which she says is non-existent. Maddie reveals she hasn't spoken to her former dance coach since she and her sister Kenzie left the Lifetime show and Abby's dance company in 2016.
In conclusion, too many people idolize Abby Lee Miller when she was really the villain the entire time. Her erratic behavior had long-lasting effects on several girls who will carry that with them forever. She also instilled unhealthy tendencies in millions of girls who watched the show every week. I remember being younger and thinking it wasn't okay to cry or be sad, or that in order to continue dancing and be good, I had to be thin and white. This show was massively popular, so I understand why it ran for so long, but the effects were definitely not worth it.